Hello, welcome back to the Alfology2 Podcast. This is episode number 14. This will be a guest episode. I have my friend Jake here, and we have been discussing ways to improve Tinder, ways to make that dating app better. Some pretty creative and interesting and somewhat amusing ideas in there, so I hope you enjoy that. We had a little bit of a spike in listeners recently, just an extra few, or certainly a few new ones. If you are one of those new ones, just want to encourage you to go back to the start. This whole thing isn't sequential. Each episode is different. There might be a couple of little links in there, but really on the whole, each episode is different, so do go back to the start and listen to that. Might as well get all the promotional bits out of the way first. You can find the podcast on several different social medias, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, I think. Alfology2. You can also get on the website, which is alfology2.com, where you can listen to the podcast, which is, revolutionary technology. Look, no further ado, we'll just dive straight in, and do enjoy this episode of the podcast, and let us know if you did enjoy it. Give all the thumbs up and the ratings and the subscriptions and stuff. And as usual, if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Thank you. Right, so idea number one is TripAdvisor style review.
Yes. This is your idea, to be fair. Well, it's similar to your idea.
My idea
Yeah.
was Uber style, so you just get a 5-star, so you can see if the person's like a 3-star,
but
and it's like, well, why? But then you don't know why.
I think you need to break that down quite a bit more
Into categories,
different categories,
much like they would do on TripAdvisor.
So it depends. Well, it depends on how you want the app to work. Whether or not you're looking at somebody's sexual prowess, if that's how you're using the app, or
which
if you
let's
actually
be honest,
it's most likely
most people from Tinder are, even though they say that they're not.
It gets a bad rap.
But because it's true.
Because it is true. But if you're looking at that, then 1 to 5, if somebody gives you a bad review, that's going to be very brutal if you then have to go back and look at it.
The thing is, Uber, it's like anonymous, isn't it? But they have lots of customers, whereas I guess people don't go out on that many dates. Apart from you, obviously, you stallion.
Apart from me,
yeah.
I've been on 1 date in the last 3 months.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thanks. The panel here, probably not the best people to be.
You speak for your fucking self.
Okay, sorry. I forget that you're absolutely prolific when it comes to dating apps.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I have a number of strategies, actually.
Okay, please elaborate.
Swipe right on everybody.
Right, that comes up onto something else that I have written down. So, but carry on. I'll come back to that.
Number 1, swipe right on everybody.
Okay.
Number 2, never turn anybody down, even.
So that's just
there's
swipe
no
right.
benefit in turning anybody down.
Okay.
So I mean, after you swipe right and they swipe right,
Yeah.
even when you're doing the filtering process after that,
Yeah.
it's very unlikely that anyone's going to get filtered out.
Okay, so that is essentially just a step further from swipe right to everyone.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Right.
Don't be afraid to tell them that you love them.
How quickly?
Before the first date.
That's a bold move. Very bold. I suppose it could, if it works.
It's like, I'll tell you what it's like. The topic we've already covered today. It's like the naked man and How I Met Your Mother.
It is like
where you just get naked and they might sleep with you or they might throw you out. But the ones that do sleep with you, they're the ones that you want to keep around.
If you're that way inclined, then yes.
Yeah, so
if you're the person that is ballsy enough to do
the sort of
naked
person,
man.
if I tell someone from Tinder that I love them, immediately, and they're like, either I love you too, or I'm not super weirded out by that.
That would absolutely
then
terrify
that's the sort of person who. Yeah, but I guess it's all about the way you say it.
Just like blurt it out very quickly.
Yeah, it's about the confidence in which you say it.
Okay. Do you write it or do you send it as a voice note?
Oh, I would send it as a voice note. So, Tune into my podcast where I'm reading up the list of the people I fall in love with this week. We've actually gone on a tangent already, haven't we? So TripAdvisor
Massively,
reviews.
Yes.
Here we have your ideas of, so like the Uberstar review, you get it out of 5.
Yeah.
But it's an overall score based on
Set category.
various different factors.
Yeah.
So cleanliness,
It's just brilliant.
which is a big one.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, who wants a smeggy penis near
I was literally about to say,
Fantastic.
if you just had to eat some knob cheese, you're not going to give a
Why
kind
would
review.
Also, why would you do it? If that is put in front of you, you do have the option to just say, absolutely not. You need to sort yourself out.
I wouldn't discriminate.
You would put a smeggy penis into your mouth.
Depends who it was.
Okay.
If it was Jason Statham's smeggy penis, then yes.
Okay.
If it was,
I now kind of want to find your bracket of where we get to with people. When do you say no?
they have to be famous and attractive and rich.
Famous, attractive, and rich. That's quite a lot.
Yeah, and also like there's a very other niche category there, which is and also wants me to suck their smeggy penis.
That might be the factor that
Like there's not many of those people around. If I would go so far as to say there are none of those people.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. It's a big world.
There's no proof.
It's a big world.
It's like God. Like I'll believe it when I see it.
Really getting into it now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I did pretty much a whole episode the other week criticising atheists, so I thought I should
Criticising atheists.
Yeah. So I thought I should have a swipe at God as well.
Okay.
For balance, as the BBC.
So
So
if there's one thing you do, Alfie, it is provide a balanced argument.
so yeah, you know,
Okay. So cleanliness,
location,
yes. Location.
which is a TripAdvisor one. But
Where they take you on a date,
okay, and what their house was like,
or what their house was like. Yeah. Or both.
or both. Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah. The location of this date,
Yeah.
wherever it may have been.
Yeah.
How was it?
So if somebody
Did they make their bed and light a candle before you came over?
I really hope so.
No, exactly.
I hate an if somebody doesn't make their bed in the morning, that really freaks me out.
What? Just like, every day?
Every day. Yeah.
I'll get fucked.
You should make your bed every day.
Why?
Because it's so much nicer to
What
go
a
home
waste
to
of
a
time.
fresh it. It's
What-
not. It takes hardly any time at all.
No,
how,
that's
how
ridiculous.
messy are you making your bed when you're sleeping in it? as well?
Very.
How?
I toss and turn and
Oh, I'm
masturbate.
I'm a pretty still sleeper. So generally, I can
Like
just
a vampire.
pretty much like.
You're just saying you close the lid of your coffee every morning.
If you just get out of the bed, and it's 50% made already, everything's already on it.
Yeah,
All
but-
you have to do is
Oh,
just,
so you just have a fold that you just fold back over.
generally, yeah, it's
Yeah,
never
but
that messy.
That never works in me.
Oh, okay.
I normally wake up like upside down. Not wearing what I went to bed is often a common thing.
Like
I just take
socks.
I just take
or
no socks always stay on.
socks always stay on.
You know this. We've discussed this.
We have discussed
Makes me
this.
feel sick if I'm not wearing socks.
I still don't really understand that, if I'm honest.
Well,
It's nothing to understand. It's just a thing.
Yeah,
It's just a thing.
I don't like not wearing socks. The only
Okay.
time I don't wear them is when I'm changing them or I'm in the shower.
What happens if you get a wet sock? Like, if you stand on, like, you're walking around in the house
change my socks.
in your socks and you get
I'll
a
change
bit
my
wet,
socks.
would you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Would you not just like so you couldn't just take it off and walk around barefoot?
Oh no, I'd be sick. No. Anyway,
Tangent.
which is welcome, but you know we're not even halfway through the first point yet.
No.
So location is another one.
Yes.
That's fair
That's
enough.
pretty, yeah.
Guest photos.
Yeah.
I mean,
so,
it's a bit weird if you take photos on your first Tinder date, isn't it?
but if you have a couple of dates and maybe you end up having like a selfie together or something like that,
or you make a porno.
or you do that, I'd be very impressed if you did though. Could do.
I'm sure it's been done.
I can guarantee it's been done.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
let's make a porno.
Not from personal experience, but
Hmm.
if it would be nice. So another point that we'll go into slightly later as well is that I think that everyone should have a tagged photo and a profile picture style photo. So you see people at their best and at their worst.
Yeah, and
You know what you're
and
getting
guest
yourself
photos.
in for.
You can show what's really
What's
behind.
really going on, because you can portray yourself as anything online.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you could take photos of the fact that there isn't a pet there. But
You could.
We'll also get onto that.
we will.
We will
Yeah.
get onto that. Written review, so you can write a review of your stay.
A bit of a blurb.
So, like, conversation was nice.
Mm.
He paid for the date, which was great, but the sex was mediocre.
Yeah.
Which actually sounds like a very, very, very accurate review of one of my dates.
That's quite a lot of probably most people's dates, to be honest.
Like, the chat is fine.
Yeah. You've had a pleasant evening.
Dinner's all right, but really...
You've gone to like a mid-market restaurant.
Yeah,
you don't want to go to Frankie and Benny's.
Yeah.
Zzz's is a bit better, but it's still like a chain restaurant.
It's still garbage.
Yeah.
But it's garbage, like...
passable garbage.
Yeah, served in nice...
You don't know if you're actually going to like this person, so you don't want to spend too much money when you're going out with them.
That's true.
You know the food you're getting will be edible, and it generally caters for everyone. 90% of people will eat pizza or pasta.
Yeah.
And that's generally what they're serving.
Yeah.
Or bread.
I took Tony, my ex-girlfriend, on our first Tinder date to the Revolving Sky restaurant in Sydney.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good date.
And she was like, whoa, what's going on? It's because I didn't know anyone. I'd only been there like 3 weeks in Australia. And I didn't know anybody, but I wanted to go to this revolving restaurant.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I don't want to go on my own. That's pretty weird. Table for one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, do you want to come with me? And she was like, yeah.
Absolutely.
It was great.
Why wouldn't you?
We had a great time. She got pissed.
Well, yeah.
I actually had a second date that night.
Yes, you did.
But I couldn't go because she was too drunk and I had to look after her.
But
it worked out.
2 years later.
Yeah, it was grand.
Still together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She charmed me.
She charmed
because she
next to pint quicker than you did.
Well, first of all, she was drinking beer.
Good
We
start.
had a bottle of wine, and then she was having beers. I thought that's cool.
Yeah.
And then she also charmed me because I had to take her for a coffee because she was so drunk. And
well played.
She was talking and she gestured and she just smacked her coffee everywhere. And I just thought, yeah, that's...
Do you know what? This is the sort
I
could do that.
This is the sort of fucking weirdo.
I need in my life.
You can get on with. Yeah. But if I was to write a review of that, the problem is that could go one way or the other. It just depends on how... So a date like that, you go, well, yeah, okay, I took her to a really nice place, but she just got really drunk. And then she spilt drink everywhere.
When you write it down,
I had to look after it. You know, you could easily portray that as a bad thing. Yeah. But I personally would have given that a good review.
Very endearing.
I would say that she was good fun.
Yeah.
You know, she was into the same sort of things as me, i.e. drinking.
That is top of the list, yes.
You know, we had a nice meal. You know, the location was good. Mm-hmm. She was clean.
Massive bonus.
The guest photos have been funny, like her mopping up all the.
Would have liked to have seen
all the
that
coffee
actually.
off the floor.
You could basically be like a fly on the wall of different people's dates that you know.
Cool.
That would be. That could be really bad though.
Yeah, you don't want to see. I don't want to see other people's game. Oh, I cringe.
Oh, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what people say on dates.
Yeah,
I
cringe.
Yeah, but it would make for interesting viewing.
I think we should move on to point 2. So the second point, I shouldn't have done this by starting halfway down.
No.
Okay, we'll go back to the top then. Okay, so the next point is filtering results.
Yeah. I didn't come up with the suggestions for this. I'd just like to add.
I think it's a good suggestion.
Okay.
So you filter your results.
You can, yeah.
So you set a filter, like you do with the location and the age at the moment.
Yeah.
And you do it on height. So you can say, I only want people over the height of 6 foot.
Yeah.
Dick size.
You don't want to be disappointed, do you?
But so for blokes, could we do like tit size?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So like no or below a G.
I mean, that's niche.
Well,
they can have really bad backs.
Yeah. That's my thing.
Bad backs or G's.
Chiropractors. No, actually, I don't think I would use that filter.
But it doesn't matter, really.
No, no. Anything more than a handful's a waste. That's what I say.
Sorry?
Anything more than a handful's a waste.
Why?
Because
you're not using it properly.
Using it, yeah.
Okay.
So,
disagree, but that's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all.
No, it doesn't bother me either, but I definitely disagree with your point.
Okay, fair enough. That's allowed.
Yeah.
So height, dick size / tit size /
appendages, any body parts, I suppose,
depth
or general measurements.
Weight.
Depth.
Yeah. Depth. Weight. Not like weight. I mean, like weight.
Definitely not like
mass.
stop.
Mass.
No.
that is
the term.
mass.
Yes, it is the term.
Yeah, the overall mass.
Yeah.
And finally, salary.
That one I did not put forward.
Yeah, I'm only going for blokes. But
I'm only going for somebody that's 6'4", earns over $100,000 a year, and has a 10-inch penis. That is my criteria.
Which that's me.
Close enough. I mean,
Literally none of those things. I don't have a salary.
No, it's a bad start.
I'm 6'1".
Yeah, still 3 inches off.
Penis is okay.
Yeah, just
but
not 10 inches.
Not even in the ballpark. I couldn't even stretch that line out. Do you know what I mean? Like
the camera work to be able to do that would be unbelievable.
You might be able to say it's 7 when it's 6. I couldn't get away.
No,
with saying it's 10.
I couldn't say I'm 5'5" and get away with that.
Same deal. Anyway, it's an interesting thing on height. I read this the other day, and it's a good thing.
Okay.
And it feeds into Tinder because people talk about their height a lot on Tinder. And they say, I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
But if a man tells you that he is 5'11", he is definitely lying.
Why?
Because any man who is actually 5'11"
will say he's 6 foot.
Will say he's 6 foot. So a man who tells you he's 5'11", he's actually 5'10". Yeah. Isn't that good?
So this is where I say I'm 5 foot, genuinely 5'11" and 3/4. Can I get away with saying that I'm 6 foot?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just say 6 foot.
Okay.
Because that's what anyone who's 5'11" would say.
So if I tell people that if I was to tell somebody on a dating app that I'm 5'11", they would automatically assume that I'm shorter than that.
Yeah, because only people who are shorter than that would say that.
Oh, okay.
Anybody who's 5'11" would say they're 6 foot.
Okay, I'm just upselling myself ever so slightly then.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I can do that.
Anyway, so yeah, that was pretty self-explanatory. You filter it. I don't think it's really good. I don't think it's a good idea. I think that just creates because imagine
that could be bad.
Being someone who gets 0 matches ever.
Yeah.
At least if you're ugly,
I mean,
you get the occasional accidental or
the ego boost,
pity swipe.
Oh, that's
or they swipe on the back of your bio.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a line I often use on Tinder,
which is,
I asked them if they swipe right by accident.
Okay, and how does that go down? Generally?
Well, because it's like a compliment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite self-deprecating though.
Yeah, so I'm playing myself down.
Yeah,
and bigging them up at the same time.
Okay,
so
that could work.
It's good.
It does work.
Well, not really. Bearing in mind,
9 out of 10 times.
I'm so unsuccessful on Tinder.
What's our next point now?
Yeah, we'll move on from that one because there's not much we could. No. Mutual connections show first.
Yeah, that's just so you can really quickly filter out people that you know or have lots of connections with. So I don't
want to see them at all. I don't want people I know seeing my Tinder bio, for example.
Okay, yeah, the bio could be the hairy bit there.
I think
because they'll have seen your pictures anyway. If you're friends with them on Facebook, you're generally going to be using the same pictures on Facebook as you are for Tinder.
Yeah.
One, just for ease.
Pictures are fine.
Yeah.
Pictures are fine. It's the bio.
How bad is your bio?
I don't have it.
You don't have one?
Well, I don't really use it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sure I have it. I don't know if I have. I think my bio is actually, I have a 10-inch personality. And I don't see I don't see problems. I only see situations.
Okay.
I have a real drinking situation.
That I quite like, actually.
Yeah, I haven't matched in years. So
years?
No.
Don't use it.
Don't use it. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, mutual connection show first. Bad for that reason that it would actually give me less confidence to put what I wanted to do in my own bio because I'd be still thinking in my head.
But then at least you can get rid of the people that you know very quickly.
But I don't want to see them at all.
Okay, well then maybe you can change that and say if you've got over 100 connections with somebody that you won't see them.
Yeah.
Or you can set that as a filter.
Yeah.
What if there's somebody you've always had a thing for though? So like somebody at school that you always had a thing for.
Well, yeah. So this actually happened.
Yeah.
So I went out on a date with Lucy, my now ex-girlfriend,
Yes.
and she turned me down after that date. That is all. The short version is she turned me down, and the next day, or might even the same day,
okay,
very shortly afterwards, I saw her on Tinder.
Ooh.
And I super liked her for bands.
Ballsy move, yeah.
And she didn't think it was very funny.
Oh, why not?
Oh, because she's a humorless cunt.
Sorry.
She's listening, so
Yeah.
that's funny. I might just have to cut that out because I'm scared. But yeah, so I
super liked.
I'm sure she didn't want to see me on Tinder. To be honest, I was a bit wounded by that. So I didn't really want to see her either.
Yeah.
In fact, my only actual reaction was a jokey super like, because that was my only like.
That's your defense mechanism.
Yeah, defense mechanism.
Yeah, humour.
Yeah, exactly. So
that didn't land well then.
No, it didn't land well. She didn't think it was funny,
but
it was funny. That's the important
thing
to consider.
For you, not her.
She probably thought it was creepy at the time, looking back.
Probably, I probably would.
But fuck her.
So savage.
I think the great thing is that she is
watching
and
this.
like in a weird way, currently in her listen, I am getting messages saying, "Why did you call me a cunt on your podcast?" Anyway, moving swiftly on. Split the app into relationships and flings.
Yeah. There are lots of apps, as we know, and Tinder has the reputation of going on, well, I think it has the reputation anyway, of being an app that you solely use for hookups or flings or one-night stands or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then you have something like Bumble or Hinge, which seem to be more relationship-based. So I think you should split Tinder and have a setting that you send people off into different parts, and you say, "I want a relationship," or I'm on here.
Because there is often a lot of confusion with that, isn't there?
Yeah.
So you split it into relationships and flings, and the people who want love, they go one way, and the people who want sex, they go the other way.
Yeah.
But then again, there are girls on there in particular, who are all like, "Oh, I'm looking for a serious relationship," but actually, all they want is sex. Because it's not a good look in terms of the pressures you get from society. Yeah. For girls to go, I just want to get fucked. Do you know what I mean? They have to go on there and say,
yeah, but everyone wants to have sex.
I know, but
that's 90% of what people think about.
I'm not criticising the girls for wanting sex. I'm saying that there is a critical view of that from
more so than against a boy.
Yeah, if I was to say I just want to get laid, people would just be like, boys will be boys. Yeah. Whereas with girls, it gets a bit like, oh, she's a slag. But actually, she's no different to the boys who are doing the same thing.
No, I've had a situation where before I have spoken to my mum after I've had a one-night stand and told my mum the details of the one-night stand, and my mum laughing and getting along with it and thinking that it was a funny situation. So she laughed, and then
Is that the funny situation that I'm thinking of?
Which one?
The recent one. Recorded on camera?
No, not that one. No, it's a different one.
Okay.
And then around a week later, my sister called my mum to say what had happened with her, and my mum then turned around and said, "I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. That's not right. You shouldn't be telling me these things." But the fact that I'd had a conversation with her the week prior to that, and she's laughing and joking with me about it, there is a bit more of a stigma about it.
Exactly. And so there are girls out there who perfectly legitimately, no issue with it, they just want to have sex. Yeah. But they can't say that. Yeah. So that's why if you were to split the app, you'd find there'd be a lot more boys than girls.
It depends on people's honesty.
Yeah.
Really, that's all it boils down to is people's honesty. A lot of this stuff, like the filtering stuff, boils down to people's honesty.
Yeah, you'd be like,
anyone can go on there and say, I've got a 24-inch penis. Realistically, they probably don't.
They call me Mandingo. Have you seen the size of his cock, by the way?
Yes, disgusting.
Oh my God.
It's terrifying. If you were a girl, would you go anywhere near that?
No.
That would be torture.
Mate, it's not like...
It's brutal. It's an arm.
Yeah,
it's an arm.
It's actually bigger than my arm. I think you've got an arm that can compete with his penis.
No.
Anyway.
Definitely not.
Yeah, he's got a big cock. That's
the upshot is
that's the upshot. So so you're right, it would depend on honesty and the, I guess, what I'm looking for.
I don't know.
The pressures of society would have to be lessened.
Yeah, which I think they are being.
They're
moving.
Yeah.
They're not there, but
there are still plenty of girls who would never admit that they're just in it for a one-night stand, but actually one-night stands happen all the time. So
yeah, they do happen all the time. Yeah, but maybe we'll get there eventually.
Fair enough. Look, good idea, but in practice
probably doesn't work. But a lot of this I don't think will work in practice.
Yeah, which is why the thing is Tinder employ lots of people, I'd imagine, to think up ideas of how to make Tinder better.
Yeah, they will.
They'll probably do big surveys and stuff. Yeah. So they've probably already thought of all this stuff.
Yeah. But we're just like hashing out these ideas now.
Yeah.
They've probably gone through all of this stuff.
Exactly. This is more fun.
Yeah.
Than their way.
Than their way.
Properly.
Yeah. Doing it scientifically.
Right. So we'll move on to the next point, which is, good. I genuinely, this would work. You have to have a tagged photo.
Yeah.
And a profile picture style photo. So
you see people at their best and at their worst.
At least one where they're all dolled up and going, this might be a picture. And at least one where they're like, necking a...
Yeah, so one of their
straight arm in a bit.
One of their horrible friends has taken a picture at 3:00 in the morning when
then hungover.
All makeup has come off. It's like a dress has been half ripped. High heels have definitely come off and have been like slung over your shoulder. There's a box of 20 nuggets that have been missed most of your face, but half of them have managed to get their way.
It's like a nugget sticking out your bra.
Yeah, exactly. The phone sticking out, a little bit of cash for a taxi sticking out as well. There's a fag behind your ear when you've got one on the go as well. That is a good picture to have on there.
Yeah, and a bloke like playing PlayStation at 8:00.
Yeah. In his pants, really hungover.
Yeah, paunch, like beer belly hanging out.
Takeaway next to him that he's still tucking into from yesterday.
Yeah.
Or a couple of days.
Yeah, 5:00 chat. Yeah, all those sort of things that you should be able to see for that person.
Absolutely.
Because there are people who doll up very nice.
Yeah, there are.
But then
people, you can get catfished.
It's a fucking horror show.
In reality.
Which I would actually say that I would be happy with that personally, because I think I look the same all the time. It doesn't matter.
I don't think I change very much.
No.
I don't make a lot of effort.
Again, the thing is, again, that's probably easier for blokes, isn't it? Because we don't change our hair that often.
No.
Don't wear makeup.
No.
It's just clothes, isn't it?
Yeah. If I dress up.
But also filters and stuff.
Do you take pictures of yourself?
No.
I don't.
No. Well, I have taken pictures of myself.
Yeah.
But not...
to send to people on Tinder
all the time.
Well,
that is a point. There isn't a photo sending.
There's no option on there anymore. I don't believe.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Was there ever an option?
I don't know.
I don't think there was.
I don't know. I've never sent nudes to people on Tinder.
I don't think there was, and the reason being
for that.
That when things like this have occurred with me, these things have happened over Snapchat rather than.
Okay.
But then again, would you ever send a picture over Tinder anyway? Bearing in mind,
people definitely would.
You'd screenshot that though, like whereas
100% people would,
and whereas Snapchat is a bit more.
Yeah, you can still
secure.
You can still.
So they get a notification, don't they?
Yeah, but the damage is already done by that point.
Yeah, I guess so. But
if you're sending it out there, as soon as you click send, it's
no, you got to accept.
It's out there.
You've got to accept that picture might fall into the wrong hands.
It could come back to bite you.
Yeah,
massively.
Yep.
Or people sing your praises.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they just say you've got an absolutely fantastic piece.
Yeah. That's what a beautiful piece. Anyway.
Good chat.
So ultimately, tag photo versus profile photo.
Yeah.
Good idea. Actually could implement that. Let's
Definitely.
get into Tinder.
We can get that going.
I might send them a link to the podcast.
If you could.
Say, listen, lads.
We've got some ideas for you.
Team up with TripAdvisor. Tinder advisor. No? I'll cut that.
No.
Okay. Auto trader service history.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll steal it from another app and we'll merge it into this one ever so slightly.
So it's basically just your STI history.
Yeah.
So,
that is a good thing to know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, right now,
Yeah.
I'm clean.
Good.
Unless I got HIV from Luke yesterday.
You could.
Yeah.
You're very aggressive.
We'll see. And I would like to advertise that fact in a non-weird way. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to put in my bio.
How would you display it?
It would just be like, like
Would you have like a big green tick next to
yeah,
on your picture? Like a little stamp of approval.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
So like, I'm clean.
Or
I've been checked.
Where it says like they live in Gloucester, workout.
Yeah.
Just have STI clean or STI 8.
Oh, you don't want to put that down there, do you?
STI genital warts.
Is there a dating app for people that have AIDS
Must be.
solely directed at them?
Must be.
There has to be.
Because then because it does work. You're right. It works both ways.
Yeah.
But people with STIs can then
Go
look at people
with other
STIs.
people with STIs.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get yourself cleaned up.
Not if you have AIDS though.
No, but just for like your common STIs. Your gonorrhea, your chlamydia, all of those kinds of things.
Yeah, sort that out, mate.
Yeah, you can sort that out.
It's quite hard to enforce, but it would be a nice idea.
It would just nice to.
History.
Yeah, it'd just be nice to know that if you do have sex with somebody, you're not at risk, essentially.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants that.
No, and it means you can have more unprotected sex.
Because it's nicer.
It's nicer.
It is nicer.
It is nicer.
But then you do run the risk of pregnancies.
Yeah, but hasn't happened yet, has it? I've risked it enough times in my life to know that you very rarely actually get somebody pregnant.
Yeah, but the one time that it does happen,
Yeah, that's true.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah, there's a line from 2.5 Men, which says the 20 seconds it takes to put on a condom is much better than 20 years you have to pretend to like soccer.
I mean, it's football.
Yeah,
and we like it. I know it's American.
Because I don't want to say because they don't want to be American.
Oh, sorry, you're appealing to the American market on this currently.
No, that is the direct quote from the show. So, I was just being factual.
Okay.
And it's true that,
Yeah, I don't want to raise a child for 20 years currently.
No.
I'm 24. I don't need that.
Yeah, but you'd be young. You'd be like sexy young dad though.
Filthy.
Think of all
turning up
the
at school
milk
gates.
you could plough at the school gates. Not literally at the school gates.
Oh, that's a story though.
In the car down the road from the school gates.
Oh, in the estate. Yeah.
Let's not.
Let's not.
Let's not tell that story. Not right.
Let's not.
The thing that you need to consider is in 25 years when you're running to be Prime Minister,
yeah,
do you want them to pull up stuff from in front of you and go,
absolutely not.
Go, he got whacked off in a car. Oh, shit. Good times, though. Anyway.
Good stories.
So, yeah, STI history, that would be nice, but realistically hard to enforce.
Yes.
Is that our conclusion?
But it's a nice idea to have.
Yeah,
and you'd hope that
for both
people
honest. With STIs and without them.
Yeah,
it's a win-win.
Yeah, I'm also now wanting to look up if there is an app just for people with AIDS.
Yeah, right. No, we'll come back to that.
AIDS app.
Okay, yes. The next one here on this list is that it should be visible how long the app. How long you've been on the app.
Yeah.
So how long you've been on Tinder.
Yeah.
And how many times that you've deleted it and re-downloaded it.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that feature. That's a great feature.
I think that's really good. If you're just going out, if you're on there for a really long time, then it's good for people to see that. One, it can be shown as that you are actually looking for something, you just haven't been successful.
Yeah, or if you're saying I'm looking for love, and you've been on it for 5 years and you're yet to find it, chances are you might be a bit of a
weirdo,
bit of a player,
or a player, yeah.
So like, so you got a really really attractive person saying I'm looking for love, I'm looking for a relationship, and you still haven't managed to find one in 5 years. The indication is that you're using that to get laid, and you're using the idea of being in touch with your emotions to get people into bed, which is genuinely quite an effective strategy.
Yeah, I can imagine it would be.
Yeah. So you come across as like this soft,
Open.
caring person.
Yeah.
But actually, all you want to do is get your dick wet.
Yeah. I can imagine that works.
Yeah.
Probably quite well.
Yeah. That's why people do it.
Yeah. But the re-downloading thing, that, just to show how many times either you've fucked up a relationship or you... to be fair, it could just be pretty bad for people if they only do it when they're drunk. So like they'll delete the app, go on it when they're drunk, swipe around, play a bit.
But then it wouldn't matter.
Go off.
If they wouldn't really care about
that,
that, so they're not being too serious.
Yeah.
The other thing I was thinking along this line is like, how many swipes do they do per day?
Yeah. Now that, what we were talking about earlier for the stamp that you can have in the corner next to somebody's name.
Number.
Yeah. Either you have a number there, or you can be really horrible and you put a stamp on there that says desperate. If they've got 500 swipes,
if they're like
in the space of 24 hours.
If they're like me and they just swipe right on everybody.
Yeah. That should be flagged
rights
up.
to lefts.
Ooh, that's good.
Do they swipe right on everybody, or do they take some time to?
So on Sky Bet, you're able to go onto Sky Bet and track all of your bets won and bets lost.
Yeah.
So like in over a 12-month period, and then you can drill it down.
Yeah. So like that.
Yeah. So you can have like a running total, going through.
Yeah. So in March,
on a graph,
the data shows
March was really good. It was a really strong month. The figures for this quarter, they're just skyrocketing.
I would like more analytics, actually.
I'd imagine Tinder do quite a lot.
But like you get more analytics personally, so you see like what your swipe to match percentage was.
I'm sure that there are some people that have got some wicked spreadsheets that have done this off of their own back.
Yeah, but I'd imagine Tinder probably have that analytics freely available to them.
They probably
it's
do.
Just distributing it, which is the issue.
Would you be allowed to access it? Would it contain anyone's data?
No.
Would it contain anyone's personal detail?
No, it's just
or you just want to request your
data.
Okay.
So with your Tinder account, there's an analytics section.
Yeah.
Like there is on say YouTube. I can click on my YouTube analytics. I can see who watched it, when they watched it.
Oh, okay.
How long they watched it for.
Yeah.
How they got there. What process? Did they click on a link from outside YouTube?
Yeah.
Did
they search for it?
Was it recommended by YouTube? Did they search for it? Did they go on my Tinder, on my channel?
I hope that you've put this onto your Tinder.
No, I didn't use it enough.
You should put a link to this in your Tinder.
I do a podcast.
Example 1.
Yeah. So but similarly for Tinder, you could have swipe right to swipe left percentage.
Yeah.
Match
ratio
to swipe.
Yeah.
Ratio.
Ooh, that could be some depressing numbers.
Yeah. Wow, mate. I reckon 1 in 1,000. No. 1, geographically where we are, there's not that many people around here. There's only 100,000 women.
Yeah.
Probably only 10,000 on Tinder to begin with.
Yeah. Then drill down by your age range. Then drill down by your distance settings.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're narrowing the pool.
Okay, so maybe 1 in 50.
Okay.
I think that's probably
that's pretty good.
That's pretty realistic.
That's probably quite good.
Yeah. Well, we're strategically super like mate.
What do you mean?
Well, super liking someone who's really hot, a waste of time, because they're still going to go, no. So what you do is you super like someone who's kind of hot.
Right, that you think is more
so it's not
attainable.
It's not that they're not hot.
Yeah.
They are hot, but they're just not like Instagram model style hot.
How do they pick the people that you can super like?
What
weird algorithm are they putting together to then give you those suggestions?
No, I probably should have spent some time on Tinder before we did this.
we probably both should. Yeah, it would have helped.
But too late now.
It is too late. We're really into it.
So yeah, more analytics would be good. But
yeah.
But so how long have you been on the app? How many times have you downloaded it?
Yeah.
Match to swipe ratio. Swipe right to swipe left ratio.
Cumulative total.
Yes, cumulative total of swipes. The number of times you match and then message.
0.0001%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's an interesting.
Yeah.
If I match this person, am I likely to actually talk to them, or are they just going to be a dead match?
No.
So yeah, I think that's a good.
That is a good one to know.
Yeah, good.
But then again, people will generally know. There'll be different types of people. People that actually go on there that do then follow through and talk to people, or there are the people that are just going through because they've got 10 minutes of an evening.
Yeah, I would say that's most people.
I think that's probably most people as well.
Like, I don't think most people using Tinder are actually going to meet people.
That we should know. That's a good thing to know.
Oh yeah, you have to tick when you have a date.
Yeah.
How many dates does this
match to date ratio?
See, that's
It's
so good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Guys at Tinder, I'm sure they stopped listening before this point.
Let's edit this. So this is the first section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, what a good idea that is.
I bet they've already done this. They must have.
No, because it's not there, is it?
No, but I bet
They
they wouldn't know, actually. Oh, they probably can. They can just look at all the messages.
Yeah, but I think
There's probably
it's
quite
just too
a lot
many
of laws.
messages.
Yeah, but they could set like a keyword search.
Yeah, date or go out with me sometime.
Oh, that would probably bring back quite a lot, though.
Oh, and I think it's how many dates are then arranged through like WhatsApp.
Yeah, I would move a conversation over to a different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
go over to WhatsApp.
If I was looking to date somebody from Tinder, which is drastically unlikely, then yeah, it's likely that it would have moved platforms by the time we get around to that. So there's a slight flaw in that system.
One thing I've just thought of:
Tinder
should incorporate booking systems into their app.
What? So you can book a table?
You can book tables and things like that via the app.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, why not?
Like, mate,
they
fuck the podcast. I'm just sending this off to Tinder.
They can have a separate revenue stream with partnering with different franchised restaurants.
Yeah.
Which then they can
Zzz's will have a fucking field.
They can promote via the website. So they can just have, when they have the different adverts come up as you're swiping through, Zzz's, done. And then it's all it does is you can click book as like a separate tab or something on the app, and then it will take you to your restaurant of choice.
Both users, so it has to approve it.
Yeah. Oh,
so you can't just,
good.
So you can't just book a table.
Yeah.
And say, right, we're going to dinner. It has to be approved. I want it to approved by both.
Then the booking will go through.
Fucking hell, what a good idea.
That's a good idea.
We're going to be millionaires. Let's start our own data.
Well, we could. I did get, when I was asking people about this, I didn't say what was happening straight away. I said, just quick question, how can you make Tinder better? And the first response I had back, are you making a dating app? No, I'm just going on my friend's podcast.
It's actually a good time to include the thing that I wrote down earlier.
I did, yeah, I saw you scribble that down.
So it's an app which has been created by a guy who I went to school with when I was tiny.
Yeah.
But he's now like a grown up.
Yeah.
I think he was my sister's year.
Okay.
He's now like in his mid-20s and he's got some funding to create his app. And his app is basically like a one-night stand app. That's why I thought it when we were talking about relationship versus fling.
Yeah.
What it's called is called Honeypot.
I've been told about this.
Yeah. So
the person we were with yesterday is an investor in this.
Really?
Well. Yeah. They put money into this.
Because he crowdfunded it.
Yeah. She's put some money into this.
Yeah. So you, for the benefit of the listeners, I'm aware that you know, but as the host, what I'm now going to do is describe it to you, but actually,
like I don't know,
like you don't know.
Okay.
But I'm actually describing it
to the wider audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's experience.
What's the point of this?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So what you do is. This is turning into a fucking advert for Honeypot.
It is a bit,
but what you do is in any given location, there are honeypots everywhere.
Yeah.
So there'd be a certain bar or a certain cafe or a park, and that is the honeypot.
Yeah.
And you go on the app and you see other users who are in the honeypot.
Yeah.
And you can match with them instantly and say, let's have a date
right now. Yeah.
So it's like when you're on your lunch break at work. I think that's one of the examples they use in the marketing.
Right.
And you've got nothing to do for an hour. Why not just go on a quick 1 hour
coffee date?
Yeah. Use that otherwise dead time to have a date with.
That is quite good.
But what that actually is you go to a bar, You look for the singles.
Yeah.
Do you want to go and have sex? You're like, yeah, okay, great. But
you don't necessarily need an app to do that.
No,
you could if you're in that environment anyway. You're out on a night out. You could just approach somebody and ask them.
But I guess in today's world, it's easier to do it via an app. And second of all,
that's sad though, isn't it?
It's trying to obviously everything in the world now is sad and horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
But what you can do is you can identify the singles
very easily. Does depend on them also being on the app.
Yeah. But as the app grows,
so does the user base. Yeah.
So I think that was what I wanted to mention. Honeypot. I think that is a good idea. I do appreciate the idea.
Yeah.
And that is a good twist on dating apps. So well done to George, who was the creator of that.
Well done, George.
I'm sure he probably doesn't even know who I am, but I am historically Facebook friends with him, and I did see him
not that long ago.
No, on Facebook talking about it. I thought that's a nice idea.
Perfect.
He's from Cheltenham, which is it's not surprising that your mate was be an investor. Okay. The next thing we had was a loyalty or rewards system.
Yeah, I don't really know how this works, if I'm honest.
Me neither. I was hoping you could talk us through it.
Well, this was just suggested as an off-the-cuff remark by a person at my work. And the only thing that they then came back to me was, I don't know, something like a free meal or something like that. But I'm not really sure how you earn these rewards.
So what, time spent on the app, maybe?
Time spent, dates gone on.
Because the more time you spend on the app, the more likely you are to see their ads. And
True.
Therefore, they can give you more rewards.
True. And they're all going to be pointing at ZZs after this video anyway.
Swipes.
Well, yeah, because that's when the ads pop up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can.
So
they'll know how many ads.
For every 100 swipes, you get a point.
Yeah.
They can be positive or negative. Not actually yes swipes.
And it takes 1,000 points to earn. A Tinder branded USB stick.
Every 100 messages you send. Every time you message first, you get a point.
Oof. Yeah, but then that just incentivizes people to send a message. Well, I suppose it gets people talking.
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
Not? Yeah,
it's better than the alternative, which is they just don't talk and they just remain matches forever.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I know that's what everyone does. But that's the point. You offer a reward system.
To
prevent
incentivize people to actually talk
to
each other using the app.
Well, a bit of a conspiracy.
Yeah.
But do you think potentially Tinder doesn't really want people to get into relationships?
Probably not, because it keeps them on the app looking at their ads.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like it's like
sneaky.
It's like Lemsip. Got no interest in actually curing your cold.
No.
They want to make you feel slightly better.
Yeah.
Until you need your next Lemsip.
Yeah, you keep on needing to chuck it into yourself. Yeah.
It's a
little bit. That's a
bit of conspiracy. And the same with Tinder. They don't really want you to be in a relationship.
No. Because then you'll go away from the app.
Probably why it does tend to center, and they do tend to have that, which we'll come on to in a second. But the relationship, it's not a relationship, the reputation.
Yeah.
Of being seedy.
Yeah.
Because Tinder doesn't want you. They want you to just get laid and then move on to the next one.
Yeah. Because then you stay on the app.
You see more ads.
Yeah.
And they don't want you to be able to find love easily, so they want you to invest in Tinder Gold.
Yeah. They need that paid subscription.
Because that's huge. So because obviously I imagine that would be more lucrative than the ads.
You'd imagine, yeah.
Because ads, I actually know about ads a little bit, and ads are you have to serve a lot of ads before you get any. It tends to work out at about $10 per 1,000 hits.
Is that it?
So for every ad, for every 10,000, for every 1,000 ads that you serve, so every 1,000 impressions, you get 10 quid.
Industry knowledge, industry term.
You get 10 quid basically.
It's quite a lot.
But Tinder you would get
that.
Like millions of people swiping away constantly. Tinder makes a fortune from ads.
Tinder used worldwide?
Yeah.
It's a worldwide app.
I've used it in Australia.
Yeah?
Well, I've met Tony.
True.
Yeah, I think so. Well, it's definitely in the States.
Yeah.
Definitely Australia.
Yeah.
Definitely here.
Yeah. The three main.
Yeah.
Not the three main.
Three main English-speaking countries.
English-speaking, yeah.
Probably Canada as well. Very likely Canada as well.
Probably.
Like, it'd be very odd if they didn't have Tinder in Canada.
Or they just have an alternative. But then again, is it a US-based app, Tinder?
Must be. Yeah,
Imagine so.
I'd say so.
Probably come out of Silicon Valley or something.
Yeah, got to be California. It's got to be.
So yeah, it would have made its way over the border.
Yeah, you'd think so. So yeah, loyalty system. It's not actually there is maybe some merit to that.
Okay.
That
you just need to iron it out a bit.
Yeah, you just need to really drill down into detail. But that's for the good folks at Tinder to do, not for us.
No, we're just idea men.
So your next idea is a fully nude, naked attraction style thing. So you have to post one nude.
Yeah, or a couple, all angles if you want. Up to you.
Yeah. I actually had this does appear on a different dating site.
Okay.
So when I was a private investigator, I had a Badoo account.
Okay.
Because a lot of the subjects would have Badoo. It's similar to Tinder actually. It was more desktop based dating app. What was I doing with this? Oh yeah. So on there, you have your pictures.
Yeah.
And then you have another section which is your private pictures.
Okay.
So those photos are locked and no one can see them.
Right.
There's a feature where you send them a thing, like a button that you click, and it says, "Can I see your private pictures?"
No way.
And it's like, yeah, sure. So there's no nudity plastered all over the platform.
Yeah.
But if you want to post nudity on there,
somebody has to request it,
and then someone has to request it, and you have to accept that request.
Oh, okay.
So
I quite like that.
It's just quite a good idea.
Yeah, I like it.
So you could have your Tinder private pictures.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you just stealing that idea from Badoo. I'm sure they wouldn't like it.
Probably not. No. But
by the way, I logged into my old Badoo account under Reggie Cavesi the other day.
Yes, good.
Yeah. And
how is Reg?
Well, dormant. But I had literally thousands of women on there getting in touch.
Thousands?
Yeah. Over the years, yeah.
Wow.
And I've deleted the account now. Because he was getting out of hand. But I'll tell you what it
was getting out of hand.
It's because Reggie is like a 25-year-old guy.
Yeah.
But I put on the thing, because I was taking the piss when I opened it, that I was only looking for women in their 60s.
Oh.
So there's all these women in their 60s seeing me or Reggie.
Yeah.
And thinking, fucking hell, I'll have some of that. And
how many requests? Have you looked through the requests then? See how many people
I
have asked?
didn't have any private pictures on there.
Oh,
I
that's a
didn't
shame.
upload a photo of my cock onto Reggie's.
No, you just go onto the hub.
Yeah, no.
Take a screenshot and post that instead.
No, I didn't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was working at the time actually, so you need to be a little bit
okay.
sensible.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the thing.
I like that idea though.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah.
Or you go the other way, and you wrote it down here. No nudity.
Yeah, it was basically just to stop people sending dick pics that you're not expecting.
But again, the approval method. So you could.
That is fine because then everyone knows what's happening.
Yeah, you're then at that point, all consenting adults.
Yeah. Apart from somebody just randomly sending you a dick pic and being a very aggressive dick pic.
But is there a non-aggressive dick pic?
I don't know. They're not very nice, are they? To be honest, they don't look great.
Well, speak for yourself.
That's fine. I think they're horrible. They look so ugly.
Yeah, yeah. Thing is, the only thing they are more attractive than is vaginas, which are horrible. I reckon dicks look better than vaginas.
I don't know.
Vaginas look gross.
I disagree.
The only reason why I like them is because I have sex with them.
You know what happened.
But do you know what I mean? The first time I saw one, I was like, what the fuck? Is that what everyone's on about?
But right, there's a person at my work, and I have seen his penis, and he's a very attractive man, and he has a very pretty penis as well.
Is it who I think it is?
No.
Oh.
No, different person.
Oh.
Yeah. But then at the same time, there's everyone's all different shapes and sizes, aren't they? And everyone is going to be very, very different. There are going to be better looking ones than others, and it will be the same for vaginas.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
that is true. Okay, so to sum up that one, either we allow nakedness with approval, or we ban nakedness. Nakedness actually at present is banned on Tinder, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is.
I don't know. I've obviously not done my research properly.
Yeah. You can report people for nudity and stuff like that.
Oh, that's good.
Well, it's because, no one's saying that you can't show off your body to these people.
But if you don't want to see it.
You just need approval to do so.
Yeah.
Like what happens in Real life.
Real life.
Yeah, you can't just go and like, stick your cock on the bar, can you?
No, that would be frowned upon.
It's frowned upon, yeah.
Yeah, definitely frowned upon.
Yeah. So yeah, just a couple more ideas that I've got left. This one is just an anarchistic idea more than anything,
Right.
which is bio-only mode.
Which is what?
Bio-only mode on Tinder, where you can only see their bio.
No images?
No images.
Ooh, risky. Oh, no, to be fair.
Because then you really connect with the person, you know?
Well, yes, but going back to what we were talking about earlier, if you change platform and you move away from that, you will ask for a picture of that person.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that means the initial attraction then
will be solely based on
emotional. You try to connect with that person rather than trying to connect your mouth with their nipples. But I get the merit in that. It's a nice thought. But realistically,
if you're out in the real world, you want to talk to somebody because of how they look.
But also, there's
you're attracted to.
There's no chance of you being catfished. That person has to write that bio. The only thing they could say is, you know, hi, my name is Jason Statham.
Right? I think people might see through that quite quickly.
I'm surprised. So after that cut, I've just cut that out. Yep. So, you know, good bit of continuity. My final idea, which was actually my first idea, sort of, which is a little bit like the stuff we've discussed previously, but you submit a fact file about yourself. So that includes height, weight, salary, dick size.
All of those things.
All of those things. You know, your favourite colour,
yeah,
favourite film,
yeah,
favourite whatever it might be. Just a big fact file about yourself. Like what you would potentially get on like...
That's like a web-based...
Yeah, more in-depth dating website.
Yeah.
But so you fill one out, and what the other person can do, and this is on a paid basis, money for Tinder, is you can, whatever level you're at.
Yeah, so the level of subscription.
You can see X number of the answers to the questions. So it's like, and you get them at random.
Oh.
So like, if you're a nobody, you can't see any of them. If you're just a free user, you can't see any. And if you're a slightly paid user, like
a tier 1 subscriber,
you can see, I don't know, 5 answers at random.
Okay.
So you might get height, favorite film.
Could you not select the ones that you see?
No.
So you can select 5.
Only. You can select 5.
I think random, because you could end up with just like all the nothing things that get submitted.
Okay. Yeah. Either way, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You know, executive decision when it gets implemented.
Yeah.
That would all come out in the process of implementing it.
Okay.
During the project management, that would all come out. So, and then you get the final 2 where you see them all. So you can see that person's whole fact file. And as a result, you can make a more informed decision as to whether or not you want to match.
I quite like that.
Yeah, I quite like that.
That's like if you go to a sperm bank, or if you like go to see a sperm donor, you get that full fact file on that person, don't you? So you're just saying drill it down or give them 1 page out of 35 or something like that. Yeah, good.
Yeah, unless you pay.
Yeah, you pay, you don't know.
You don't know how good that sperm is. So
if you want high level, like
if you don't want mediocre sperm,
you pay
up. I actually think that's. I was thinking all we got time for, but we actually have an infinite amount of time.
Yeah. However, this has gone on for quite a while.
It has gone on for quite a while, and all the ideas are done.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything to add?
Not enforceable, but animal pictures.
Oh yeah, it has to be your pet.
Yeah, you have to prove that it's your pet to be able to actually post that.
Yeah, no, I would.
People can definitely catfish doing that.
Yeah, people. A picture of them with a dog. It's not actually their dog.
Yeah.
It really gets on my nerve.
Like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone does it.
Yeah, of course they do.
that's not the point.
No.
The point is to stop people doing it.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Stop the animal exploitation.
It's baiting. It's just baiting people in.
It is. It's. There's got to be cat bait. No.
Catfish. It is catfishing.
Clickbait.
No. I'm not seeing it.
Right. Okay.
I'm not getting the word.
Look. You know what? We'll wind it down.
Call it there.
We'll finish on a terrible attempt to make a pun.
That's fine.
What I was going to do. Yeah, unless we have anything else, which I don't think we do.
Not really. No. I do quite like this. Did you have a spiritual awakening whilst traveling? You must answer that.
Yeah.
If the answer is yes, you can go off of my list.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you.
Did you have a spiritual awakening?
Yeah. Did you find yourself whilst traveling?
Yeah.
No. Go away.
Okay. Well, I think we're all good.
Well done.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.